Good afternoon and welcome to Muskegon Rotary. My name is Jenny Sprague and I am privileged to serve as president for this Rotary year. Today's program is going to be presented by Taking Back Muskegon, Inc. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I have a brief education and literacy moment, and we will follow with a reflection from Eric Seifert. We recite the four-way test at the end of the meeting. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The first slide, please, Michael. For the final educational literacy reflection, we're going to talk about libraries. The library is a temple of learning, and learning has liberated more people than all the wars in history. Carl Thomas Rowan. King Ptolemy I founded the library at Alexandria in Egypt in 295 BCE. It was one of the largest and most significant libraries of the ancient world. Obviously, an illustration, not a photo. If you have a garden and you have a library, you have everything you need. Marcus Tullius Cicero. This is the library at Al Qarawiyyin. It opened in 1359 Common Era in Fez, Morocco, and has been in continual service since its founding. The precious documents that were once under lock and key are now available to the public. Without the mission of Irish monks, the world that came after them would have been an entirely different one. A World Without Books, Thomas Cahill. This slide shows you the Abbey and Muckross, which was founded in 1448 as a Franciscan friary. It is one of the major ecclesiastical sites in the Killarney National Park in County Kerry, Ireland. And the sides also shows a monk at work on an illustrated manuscript and an illustration from the Book of Kells and the ruins of Muckross Abbey. Dating back to 1475, the Vatican Library is one of the oldest in the world, housing the most important manuscripts in history. Despite the value of its contents, anyone can access these works, provided they can prove their research needs. Established in 1602, the Bodleian Library is the primary research library of the University of Oxford. It has over 11 million books, including the Magna Carta and Shakespeare's First Folio. The Bodleian is a reference-only library, and Oxford students must recite an ancient oath to use this library. The three most important documents of a free society gives to its citizens are a birth certificate, a passport, and a library card. E.L. Doctorow. And our last celebrated library is the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C. It is the library and research service for Congress and the United States National Library. It was founded in 1800. The library is the oldest federal cultural institution. Much of the library's original collection was burned by British forces during the War of 1812. Congress purchased Thomas Jefferson's entire personal collection of 6,487 books to restore its collection. And I leave you with this quote: a democratic society depends upon an informed and educated citizenry. Thomas Jefferson. Eric is not here. Oh, but here he comes. You were hiding. You kind of made me nervous there, Eric.
So I timed this out, so it's 2 minutes, give or take a couple seconds. I'd like us to take a couple minutes and just a couple minutes to reflect on the four-way test. It's really important, and I think it's an excellent model that we can use in our everyday lives. But sometimes as we recite it at the end of our meetings, I wonder, I hope it's not like the prayers I learned at Catholic elementary school. I can still recite them to you, but I really can't tell you what they mean. Let's make sure that the four-way test is more than that. I use the four-way test every day in my businesses. My business brokerage, a lot of times I'm working with primarily the seller, buyer peers. Well, I'm not going to do something that's going to disadvantage the buyer. That's not fair. It's not good long term. It might make me a big commission immediately, but it'll come back to bite me in the butt. So let's look at that four-way test. Will it build goodwill and better friendships? That's all about fellowship. Rotarians are known for being sociable and building relationships. Networking is a key component of what we do. Let's ensure the process is civil. There's a feeling of respect and openness to ask questions that lead to creative and innovative solutions. Let's discuss and agree on desired outcomes. Will it be beneficial to all concerned? We're talking about empathy here. Have an open mind and curiosity for new ideas, novel applications, and different points of view. Come to mutually beneficial solutions that are sustainable and scalable. Is it fair to all concerned? We're talking about accountability. Keep in mind both the golden rule and the platinum rule. Identify and include all interested and affected parties. Try to understand the other points of view in the context of conflict and reaching shared goals. Is it the truth? Probably one of the most important things and one of the most poignant things in our lives today. It's about trust. From the Rotarian Code of Conduct, act with integrity and high ethical standards. Today, we see fake news every day, outright lies, and character assassination. Let's not participate in that. Four-way test is an adaptive process. It takes into account everyone's point of view and concerns as well as their needs and wants. The process is designed to build goodwill and earn trust so a particular end result is mutually beneficial, sustainable, and scalable outcomes. I encourage you to consider using the four-way test to address conflicts of work towards conflict transformation in your community. Let's use it every day and make this an even better place to live. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Eric. We appreciate that reflection. Please sit down, enjoy your lunch, and let's do that fellowship. Greet people you don't know at your table. I hope you've all been enjoying good fellowship and good food. We're ready to resume our meeting with the introduction of visiting Rotarians and guests and our student guests. So if our Rotary member and guests can come forward, please, we'll welcome you. Well, in the back of the room here, so. This is going to be an unusual day. You know, we usually have quite a number. I think we have one guest today, so really make this gentleman feel welcome. You're first. Come on. Hit your marks.
Thank you.
Right here.
Right here. I'm Ron Suzak from the Muskegon Area District Library, and this is Ian Wright, who manages our Muskegon Heights branch. Ian moved here from St. Tammany Parish, Louisiana, a couple of months ago, so welcome, Ian.
Good afternoon, Rotary. Thank you. See, I told you they just want to hear from me. All right, scoot over this a little bit more, kind of between the pink, so they can see us on that thing there. So, hi, everybody online. All right, please join me in welcoming our students from North Muskegon High School. To introduce two of the students is Jennifer Schultz. She is the principal at the high school.
Thank you. Welcome. Hello, everybody. Thank you for welcoming us. Thanks for the invite, Marty. It's always fun to come and to see the community and to have the really hard job of choosing students, because when they ask for two, there's a plethora of students that we could pick. But today we have two of our best. We're here in the middle of homecoming week, so we have lots of fun activities happening. Our seniors are actually right now in Walker Park serving some of our senior citizens in the community, so there's a lot of cool things happening at North Muskegon. But With us today are Allie Friesner and CJ Bennett, and I'll let them share a little bit about themselves.
Hi guys, so my name is Allie Friesner and I'm a senior at North Muskegon High School. I've been involved with Interact and Rotary since I was in 5th grade with Early Act, so you might have seen me around every once in a while. I'm in a bunch of extracurriculars. I'm in Environmental Club, I'm Executive Vice President on the Student Council, I'm in National Honor Society, I'm Vice Chair of the Muskegon Youth Advisory Council. I'm in French Club and Spanish Club, and I do Quiz Bowl. One fun fact about me is that, of course, I'm fluent in English, I'm proficient in French, and I just started learning Spanish. So.
And next year?
Oh, and next year, I plan on going to college to become a high school English teacher. So the colleges I'm considering, thank you, the colleges I'm considering are Western, Central, and Michigan State.
Hardships! Rude.
Hi there, guys. I'm CJ Bennett. I'm a junior at North Muskegon, and I'm currently participating in quite a few extracurriculars. I am a part of our cross-country team, our track team. I also am a part of our tech staff at the school in the summers, and I help out during the school year. I run a lot of shows in our theater, as for choir, orchestra, theater. I'm a part of choir, orchestra, and theater as well. I don't know what else to say.
What are you going to do after school?
Oh yeah, I'm planning on going into IT after school, looking at Kettering University, Michigan Tech, MSU, U of M.
Go Tech. Awesome.
Welcome. You know, we all feel like a bit of a slacker when we hear what all you guys are doing. So we appreciate all you're doing. At this point, we are going to start our program, and Chris Colley will be introducing our speakers for today. Take it away, Chris.
Madam President. Here, I got a hot mic. Ooh, I do have a hot mic. Look at that. Mic aims to please. Chris Colley, hi, Age Well Services. So happy to be with you today and to bring to you a really great guest speaker. A lot of us have been kind of watching around town what Michelle's been up to, and so proud to be able to bring her to all of you so that you can meet her and hear about her amazing grassroots nonprofit organization that's filling a lot of gaps in this community. So I am going to read you her bio that she sent me because I actually was very touched by what she said. My name is Michelle Tyson, moved to Muskegon in 1995 with my 3 children, running away from domestic violence. Here I learned that there were a lot of young people who were lacking the feeling of love. Years later, I decided to make my dreams come true. I love children because their hearts are pure. With unconditional love, they're always successful, no matter what backgrounds they come from. Can't think of a better way to introduce our speaker, who is going to tell us more about their mission.
Hello, everyone. I am honored to be here today, kind of excited and was shocked at the same time as well. To be honest with you guys, this is absolutely my first time ever really being out in public and really telling my story. So I'm honored that I get a chance to do this today. I had definitely been kind of hesitant to tell my story, but it was one lady that has been kind of encouraging me to really start telling my story so people can better understand why I chose Taking Back Muskegon and why I continuously work so hard to make it work and to bring it to Muskegon. I'm ready for the presentation. Of course, you guys, the name of the program is Taking Back Muskegon, and we're through our children, that's where the change begins. I've already introduced myself. The reason why I started this nonprofit was I was born with a strike against me. I started out in baby jail. My mother had me when she was 14 years old. And from there, I was taken from her right in the hospital as she was in juvenile detention in Adrian, Michigan. So I always tell people that I started out with a negative against me. Then from there, I went to foster care system. Unlike a lot of the children in our foster care system, I got adopted out at a very early age, at 1.5 years. But even when you get adopted, you still have that sense of feeling of wanting to belong, not knowing where you belong to, how do you fit in, and are you truly loved? So that was one of the things and the main reasons why I kind of started this, because I wanted children to feel that unconditional love. And I wanted to make sure my kids at the same time understood what unconditional love meant. And I wanted to make sure that they got that unconditional love as well. I started working, my first job was fast food area. And in fast food, you tend to work with a lot of young people, a lot of kids, a lot of young adults. Me being young at that age, I became a manager within 3 months. Being in a management position, you have to learn to be a mother, you have to learn to be a sister, you have to learn to be an auntie, a best friend, everything that there is. I moved to Muskegon County in 1995, running away from domestic from my kid's father. I remember I was living in California at that time. My mother came and she hadn't seen me since I was 18 years old. Remind you, I'm 25 now. When she did see me, my mother had already known that I was being in a domestic violence situation without her even having to ask me. Her only words to me then was, when you get tired, you'll know. Well, my mama left that day. When she left, my kid's father beat me from room to room, and that was the day I found Jesus. That day he beat me so bad, from the closet to the walls to where we had one gun in the house, and I was willing to protect myself at that particular time. It took 5 people to take that gun from my hands. My children were there. That day, when he went to sleep, I woke up that morning, and it was like God just picked me up and spun me around and showed me my life. At that particular time, my kid's father was also wanted by the police, and the police had already wanted me to turn him in. But me, being that baby mama that always wanted to protect her baby daddy, I didn't want to tell. So I left. Knowing my baby daddy was going to look for me, I had to go into a shelter for battered women in California. In California, they have this place where you can't call out, nobody knows, and it's real, real far away. Well, unfortunately, my baby daddy was real, real smart. He found me. He vowed to kill me once he found me. I got on the bus with my 3 kids, and we rode all the way here to Muskegon. Janie and Art Scott gave me a job as a manager working for McDonald's. From there, I went to doing parties in the community, hosting birthday parties, up until they stopped business. After that, I just went from factory to factory for a while. From there, I ended up going back into the fast food world. And the fast food world is where I saw my mentorship was needed the most. My last fast food job, I ended up having 2 youth pass away from me. One died of cancer, and the other died from a car accident. The one that died from cancer was going through abuse from a relationship, and she was only 18 years old. After the one from the car accident, when she passed away, she was only 17, looking to be an expiring nurse. COVID hit. and something just changed in me. God showed me that this wasn't my life. That wasn't my calling. My true calling was to truly mentor the youth. So my daughter gave me $500. I Googled online this company called Swift to help me get my nonprofit going. I met Jesse Wild through Kim Sims, and I told her I wanted to do a nonprofit, and I wanted to be a youth nonprofit, and I wanted to cater to children that were like me and felt like me, because there were a lot of children in the schools that a lot of people just throw to the side because they don't feel like dealing with them, because their attitudes or they have different types of learning disabilities. My child was also one of those kids, and he suffered a lot from it, but it took a person from the football team to show me that it was okay to be different and that we can manage through anything that we needed to manage. So I got the 500, called up Swift. They got everything together for me. Then one day I went to my mom and was like, okay, I did that. What's next? I need this to become huge. I need the people to see that I'm taking this serious. So it was COVID time. The only thing I knew was fast food that was opening and thriving at that particular time. So we came up with a COVID safety kit giveaway, which we used in the drive-through setting. That's how a lot of people around here came up with the drive-through church settings, because they didn't know how to keep their services. Well, in drive-through, in the fast food industry, if you really pay attention to it, the only thing that was still thriving was the drive-through, no matter what. And that's what kept their businesses going, and their numbers tripled. So I thought, what's good for the restaurant company is good for the world. So we held 3 COVID giveaways, one at Heritage Landing, one at Rowan Park, and the other one was at East Park Manor. All of them were a success. Not only did we give away COVID giveaways that year, we also registered. We registered 100 people that year, just getting them to register to vote, just in getting the word out. From 2019, we entered into the East Park Manor area with our youth. We first started out with 15 kids. Half of those kids were mine. So it kind of made it easy. From there, that year was a struggle for us, and we really didn't know what to expect, but it really did work out for us. Those 15 kids, like I said, 7 of them belonged to me. By word of mouth, we ended up gathering more kids. We held a bike rodeo that year. We also did a bike rodeo, the Easter basket giveaways. We partnered with the Housing Commission. We partnered with Muskegon Heights City Hall. We partnered with the food baskets. We partnered with United Way, especially during a lot of the cleanups, because we wanted to make sure our kids understood that in order to take care of our community, you got to give back. So in order to get them involved and to see what was really going on with the community, we made them get out there and clean up, whether they didn't want to or not. They got out there and they cleaned up, and we really cleaned up. And then that started a trend, you know, for others to join in and want to clean up. Muskegon Heights started their cleanups every other Saturday now. So we like to say we like to set trends, and we try to teach our children and our youth that you are a trend. It's okay to be different. So every year we grow and we grow and we grow. 2023, we had a total of 38 kids, all out of East Park Manor this year. Thank you. And half of those kids are the same number of kids that started with us from the beginning. Most of my kids decided they got big now, so they don't want to participate anymore. But the ones that are there, Miss Irene, her children, they are there faithfully with us. We have so many parents that have come and gotten engaged. We also are connected with the colleges now. We have 2 student volunteers getting credits for college from Grand Valley to come and help this year. We have Mr. Hood, who sits on our executive board, also out here advocating for us as well. Mr. Watts is in the Bunker School District, who is also on our board as well. Then we have Jesse Wow, who sits on our board as well. We are all out here continuously advocating for us to succeed. I'm not really sure how to get this to play. I just got tired one day. It was a gentleman that got shot and murdered in front of Club Karma, and it kind of touched me. And I remember a saying that my mom used to say, if you're not going to do anything about it, then be quiet. So I came up with Taking Back Muskegon. You know, I understand the hard times that some of these parents have to face, because I've been that single parent with 3 kids of my own, raising them by myself. I actually lived in East Park Manor also for myself for a minute. So I love being with my grandbabies. I love being a grandmother, and I love being a godgrandmother to all these kids in the projects now, because basically when they see me now, it's nothing but love, and they know I love them. And I think that's what it really, really, truly takes to bring back our kids and bring back the community, because without love, you don't have nothing. That's just a little personal insight. Me, I'm a loving person. I believe that in order to make things work, you, especially with our youth, you have to instill them with as much love as you possibly can. So with that being said, we love to nurture young minds through community and crisis interventions. Some of our crisis interventions are not normal, but they work for us, for our type of children that we have. About us, I kind of already went over it. We are a 501c nonprofit. We do work on a volunteer basis, of course. Our overall goal is to have a 24-hour crisis drop-in youth center. That way, if our youth are out here in the streets between the hours of 12 o'clock and 4 a.m. in the morning, they have a number to call and they have a safe place to go. And then that way, we can provide them with the resources without sometimes getting involved DHS. Sometimes those families just need a mediator to solve things before it goes in those directions. So that's our whole mission of this. Our vision is basically to have one of these set up in every area of Muskegon County to where we have the high crimes at. Our community, we thrive ourselves on including the entire community. We love working with everybody because we believe that that's the only way it's going to work. It takes all of us to nurture every youth in Muskegon County, not just the Heights, not just Fruitport, not just Norton Shores. All of our children need that love and affection. Events, we have had several events, like I said, the COVID kit giveaway, Easter basket, coat drives, backpack giveaways, community cleanups, family game nights. We haven't done that in a while, but those are super, super fun. We do those online. We chip, you and your family join in, and we might do a Family Feud night. We might do a Wheel of Fortune night. It just depends. They're really good things to get your family involved and going. Glitter Light Up Muskegon Heights. That was our very first time shining the lights on Muskegon Heights for Christmas, bringing back Christmas to Muskegon Heights, and that went well, very well. We were super excited when we did that one. Our summer programs are very awesome. That's when we get the kids out, and this year we partner with the Scouts of America, so they got a chance to do the trip to the Capitol, summer camp, mentor visits, library visits, the Muskegon Air Show, gun violence opportunities on the news, and we also participate in community gardens. We like to have fun while we are doing things. So this is our garden spot right here, you guys, and this is our water challenge that we got off of TikTok.
Everybody know what to do? All right, go! Oh, you got it. You're tough, boy. Come on, you got it. That's why you're in the front. Okay, good, get it. Okay, put it behind you. Let's go. Put it behind you. Let's try and get it to the end. Go, go. Buck it behind you. Woo! Let's go, let's go. Good job, guys. Good job. Yeah.
So as you can see, we like to have fun as well. What's next for us? Who knows? With this journey is so important. We just like to have a lot of fun. We do have big plans, fundraising, grants. We just ask for everybody to like, follow, and share. We're always accepting volunteers. We're definitely in the need of sponsors. So anything that you can do, please feel free to contact us and let us know. And our email is at takingbackmuskegon@yahoo.com or takingbackmuskegon@gmail.com. Our phone number is 616-422-7512. And then the mailing address is 2505 Houghton Street. And thank you.
Questions, if you'll honor us with your answers.
No problem.
Questions?
Michelle, I first want to say thank you for everything that you're doing. You're really working with the kids who need it most and sometimes have trouble accessing other resources in our area. And I know that you're a great collaborator with other grassroots nonprofits, particularly in the Muskegon Heights area. So I just wanted to ask you to speak a little bit about those partnerships.
Well, our biggest partnership right now for us is actually with the Scouts of America. That is our biggest partner and continuous partnership. They actually are Taking Back Muskegon is not only an after-school program, but we also serve as a Scout Pack and unit as well. That's how we are able to offer our youth the outdoor curriculums that a lot of places don't offer, and which our youth really need, because they're stuck in the house a lot of the times if they're not athletes. And this opportunity for us to partner with the Scouts gives them outdoor experiences and experiences to earn badges and to be productive. And it also shows them survival skills as well.
Michelle, I want to thank you for being here today. I'm not new to your organization. I want to thank you for realizing that it takes community to build community and really capitalizing on the assets that all of our neighbors have. So if there are any neighbors in this room that can bring valuable assets to your table, what would those assets look like? What can we do for you?
Great question. I'm not really used to people asking me that question, so thank you, Mr. To be honest, I always ask people for support. Share, spread the word. If you have events that you would like for us to come, please we will be there. Only thing I say is our kids like to eat. They definitely like to eat. We come anywhere, we don't mind, especially when it's food. They will participate all day. So we don't care where you are. If you're across the county, if you're within the county limits, we're there because that's what's needed. We definitely want to be able to shine a light to all districts. So whatever you feel like is support for you, whether it's donations, whether it's being a sponsor, and posting ads for us, that we accept anything.
Have you ever considered establishing a mentoring program where some of us might be able to help with you and the youth that you encounter? I mentored for many years, had children similar to what you, I'm sure, encounter. I also have a very devastating event that one of my young mentors was shot and killed in front of our Park Row Manor. So it's very important that we do get to these youth.
Well, we are very open to any ideas, any mentorship programs that you would like to put in place. We are fully open to it because we believe that it takes all of us. It takes all ideas. And I'm an action person. So if you bring it, I'll put it into action.
I wasn't. Hey, Michelle.
Hey, Dominique.
Hey, so I think it's amazing what you're doing with all of the youth, and I've got to roll up my sleeves and work alongside you guys before. Can you speak to a little bit, because I know it's a youth-targeted program, but how that little spark of change and that impact that those kids are making throughout, even to the adults that are living in the community, and the inspiration that's coming in from that?
Oh, yes. It has been awesome. Of course, my whole concept has been if you can get to the kids, you can get to the parents. This year, I had the most volunteers from the parents that I have ever had. From them wanting to volunteer on trips, from them communicating to how their children are doing at home. Because if they aren't progressing at home and they aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing at home, we don't allow them to come to our program and participate. Because it takes all of us to raise these kids. So we want that stability, and the parents see that. And as long as they see that constant stability, the parents come right on in. It's hard to explain. You just gotta be yourself, and you just gotta show the kids that you're not giving up. And once you show the kids you're not giving up, and those parents, they see you're not giving up, and they're gonna come right on in. I promise you. Nope, I have one more.
Sorry, a late entry. Good spot. I missed it.
I'm wondering if you can speak to how you're collaborating with the other organizations in the Heights, like Pathfinders and Mission Prairie People, Boys and Girls Club in Muskegon, how those things are being able to be collaborations of some sort that can all, because I think we're all going in the same direction.
Yes. Well, with Pathfinders, we do events with Pathfinders. We make sure if they have an event, we take our kids over there for the majority of the time, like this summer. Basically, if they have an event and they reach out to us and they say, hey, you guys want to partner, we're partnering. But if they don't reach out and we happen to see online that you have an event and we can get to it, we take our kids right there to show support. So like I said, we don't mind partnering with anybody. Right now, our biggest collaborations and our biggest partners is the Muskegon High School District with the 21st Century Program, because now we have our programs inside the schools. We are now serving out of Marquette, Bunker, the middle school, the high school, and Oakview as well. And not to mention, we still have our Fridays with our Muskegon Heights youth at the Heights Library. So we are definitely trying to make sure we get out here and collaborate and bring things together. So this year is our biggest collaboration with the Muskegon Public School Districts, and I'm looking forward to that one this year. Thank you.
We want to thank you for this wonderful program. You opened our eyes to a lot of things, and we appreciate that. Thank you. As an expression of our thanks for your presentation, Muskegon Rotary will contribute to Hand Wash. There's a poster there. It is a cooperative initiative between Terra Nueva and Haiti and Champion Rotary District 6290 to provide clean water, sanitation, and hygiene in rural areas of Haiti. Thank you so much again. We appreciate all you've done for us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Irene. Well, our students had a plethora of activities. We have a plethora of birthdays. It's something in the water. Nancy Crandall, September 28th. Dimitri Poland, September 29th. Andrew Zart, who will be inducted shortly, September 29th. Carla Flanders, his sponsor, September 30th. Bill Locksterman, September 30th. Lori Weiler, September 30th. DJ Hilson, October 2nd. And Joanne Stoneburner, October 2nd. And you know how we celebrate your birthdays. We let you give us $10 for the Caring Connection. There's a QR code up here or envelopes, and we all thank you, and I won't sing to, that's my gift to you, trust me. We are ready for our member spotlight. Today we are featuring John Selman.
My name is John Selman. I'm the current president of Muskegon Community College. I've been in this position for 1 year now, and so it's been pretty exciting. So started my second year. But my educational background, I started at a community college, and so it was a wonderful experience for me. I really got to understand higher education. I bring it up because I really didn't know what I was going to do, if I'd be successful in college, and community college gave me that vantage point, if you will. And so I learned how to study, how to be a good student. And so community colleges served me well, both academically and athletically. My first year as presidency, I want to thank the Rotarians because many of those individuals have called and said congratulations. This first year have provided me with some direction in many instances. And so for me, I want to say that first of all. And then the other thing is that Muskegon Community College, is just a jewel here in this community. We're dedicated to equity and excellence, and we prepare students, build communities, and improve lives. And to me, that's critically important here. In 2026, we will be celebrating our 100th year, so our centennial. And to me, that's so important to this community. Muskegon Community College is the community's college, and I want to emphasize that point. Muskegon Community College is the community's college, and that's critically important. So again, thanks to all the Rotarians for your support of the college. I hope that you would join us over the next 3 years as we begin to celebrate this 100 year celebration for the community college and all the lives that we have impacted here locally. And so pretty excited about that. Rotary's a part of the community, a player. Muskegon Community College is a player in this community, and we want to continue to do that for the next 100 years.
I now have the privilege to invite up Carla Flanders and Andrew Zart for our induction. I don't have to tell Andrew how to hit a mark. Fellow Rotarians and honored guests, on behalf of the Rotary Club of Muskegon, it is my privilege to induct a new member today. Andrew Zart, you have been chosen for membership in the Rotary. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't let you do your.
This is my first time, so I wasn't
Yeah,
sure
apparently,
the order.
I totally missed my mark. Carla, please tell us about Andrew.
I will do that. Good afternoon, everybody. Andrew Zart here, which we didn't even know we're kind of birthday buddies, so yay for us. We get to give more money. So Andrew Zart is a lifelong Muskegon resident, born to Floyd and Chris Zart. Andrew is an avid community supporter who learned the value of volunteerism at an early age through United Way's Youth Volunteer Corps and the Muskegon County Museum's EnviroWorks program. He's always had a knack for the arts, performing with the Big Red Marching Band in high school and continuing that passion after high school as the percussion instructor for the band. His love of arts extends and flourished in community theater, working with local groups like Central Park Players, the Playhouse at White Lake, the Mighty Mitten Players, which was his own theater troupe, and most notably, Muskegon Civic Theater. At MCT, he's done everything from acting, stage managing, lighting, directing, and served as the president of the board of directors. Andrew lends his directorial knowledge to West Michigan Student Showcase every year, offering guidance and artistic feedback to students from all over West Michigan to help foster their artistic vision to help foster the artistic vision of students and produce a two-night event with a multitude of different performing styles. Andrew also serves as a production director on the board of directors for the Michigan Irish Music Festival, which just celebrated their 24th year. And I'm sure you all know what Irish Fest is, but I'm going to tell you again anyway. It's a 4-day event at Heritage Landing with a mission of producing a world-class music festival that promotes Irish culture and heritage, enhancing the community as a destination through entertainment, tourism, education, and philanthropy. Since 2008, the festival has given back over $337,000 and 25 pounds of food to local food pantries. What did I say, 25? 25,000 pounds. Yes, thank you. I practiced this too, can you tell? Pounds of food to local food pantries. They also really like to boast that they sell out the Shoreline Inn and the Delta on a post-Labor Day weekend. Andrew serves as the marketing director for Family Financial Credit Union, of which has recently come on board as a Harvest Fest sponsor. Yay! Andrew is proud to live in the Nelson neighborhood with his beautiful wife Colleen and his 2 amazing kids, Tig and Magnolia. Welcome, Andrew.
Well, as I mentioned previously, fellow Rotarians and honored guests, on behalf of the Rotary Club of Muskegon, it's my privilege to induct a new member today. Andrew Zart, you have been chosen for membership in the Rotary Club of Muskegon because your fellow members believe you to be a worthy representative of your profession and that you possess the qualities that will help you exemplify the true spirit of Rotary in your public, business, social, and private life. By joining the Rotary Club of Muskegon, you become part of a worldwide organization of business and professional leaders united in fellowship and dedicated to encouraging and fostering the ideal of service and high ethical standards to help create goodwill and help build a more peaceful world. Because you are a member of the Rotary Club of Muskegon, you will be welcome to join the fellowship of any Rotary Club worldwide, even in Ireland. So, membership in Rotary is an honor and a privilege. With this privilege, there are obligations. The Muskegon Rotary Club asks that you attend the club's meetings regularly, perform your share of club service, and use your knowledge and talents to help Muskegon Rotary carry the principles of Rotary into the daily life of our community. Do you accept these obligations of membership?
I do.
Thank you. On behalf of the Rotary Club of Muskegon, I'm pleased to ask your sponsor, Carla Flanders, to give you this pin. I can take the mic if you want. Yeah, so. Let's see. To give you this pin so your fellow Rotarians in the community will recognize you as a Rotarian. We ask that you wear your pin proudly. In addition, we present you with these other emblems of membership. There's a plaque displaying the ideals of Rotary and a membership directory. And you will get a really slick badge, not the stick-on kind, it's just not here yet. Finally, I have a challenge for you. My challenge is for you to share the gift given to you by your sponsor, Carla. I ask that you invite another person of good character and in commitment to Rotary's motto of service above self to join our club within the next 6 months. By sponsoring a new member, you surpass the honor of becoming a Rotarian. Do you accept this challenge?
I do.
Thank you. We appreciate that. On behalf of the Rotary Club of Muskegon, fellow Rotarians, please rise. Andrew Zart, I formally admit you to membership in this club and welcome you as a member of the Rotary Club of Muskegon. Fellow Rotarians, please recognize the newest Rotarian in the world, Andrew Zart. Congratulations. Thank you, Carla. And Carla, I think you win the Speed Award for getting that new member, so thank you for that. We don't have any Paul Harris awards today, and Meredith is, I think, in Atlanta this week, so we won't know what, she still hasn't confided in me what that contest will be, but we'll find out. For our announcements, we're going to lead off with a special video tribute to our Life Leadership attendees. Thank you to Mike Vogus, John Noling, all the attendees, districts, and everybody who gave some of those intriguing photos. Don't you wish you knew what they were doing in some of them? I'm kind of like, we need to sort of plant a spy to find out, I think. So next week, October 5th, we're going to be meeting at the Convention Center in the Transnation Title Room at the Delta. Don't come here even, and be prepared. We are kind of back and forth for the next month, so you're going to have to pay attention. So, could I have the photo, please, Mike? This is a thank you to our Rewind Club members. They did their highway cleanup on September 23rd, I think was the date. And Rotarians Michelle Burley, John Noling, Katie Drake, Kelly DeVos, and Karen Calkins, as well as Tobias Melton, who was one of our Muskegon High School students who was at Life Leadership, cleaned up their stretch of highway. It's a long Seaway Drive, but outside of town. And they hauled out 40 bags of trash to the side of the road for MDOT to collect and dispose of properly. So we thank them for their service. There will not be a Rewind meeting this evening. And on the tables, you'll see this flyer. It's from Karam Calkins, who couldn't be with us today. It's the last day if you're interested in ordering some Muskegon Rotary styling clothing. You need to get a hold of him and give him your orders. And feel free to take one of the flyers to remind yourself. Harvest Fest announcement. Please come forward, Mr. Alexander. Jim Fisher, you're going to be Vanna White.
Good afternoon, Rotarians. Dave Alexander with the Harvest Fest Committee. 1 month to go. We're getting there. After that, you don't get to hear us anymore. October 26th, 5 to 9. We're at the Culinary Institute of Michigan. The SIM, tickets are $75. On your tables are this particular poster that you can pass around. It's got a QR code here. And Roger has his computer here if you'd like to buy tickets through him. Our reputation's out here right now. We're going to be on billboards. We're through these. And we will have some yard signs I'll mention at the end. We got to make this a success, okay? This is something that Baker College of Muskegon and the Culinary Institute of Michigan have brought to us as an opportunity for a fundraiser this fall. We hope that with the success of 2023, we'll be able to have a larger, more annualized weekend event each year in the fall, and we just hope to build off of it this year, our inaugural year of the Harvest Fest. What we need is for everyone to go get 3, 4, 5 friends, have them buy tickets, or better yet, buy a couple of tickets and invite a couple of friends. We need sponsors. We need silent auction items that are experience type of things. We also need volunteers. And Carla has brought a dozen of these yard signs. They are in the back. Please take a couple, put them out into prominent places that are legal within our cities. And we hope to have the tickets sold and the sponsors in, the volunteers signed up, and we will see you all on October 26th. I would just give you one more update. Parkland Properties, who we had John Rooks here to talk about. We also gave him a Paul Harris Fellow. He is presenting. I told you there'd be more to come from John. He is presenting tonight at 5:30 his plans for the SAPI site we know as Windward Point. 5:30 to 7:30 at the Delta in the ballroom. If you're interested in Muskegon Lake and downtown or in waterfront development, please join us then.
So Jim will not be holding your yard signs if you take one, just saying. That's up to you, so, but take them. Advertise, represent, buy those tickets, so. Yes. Yeah. Carla doesn't want 12 in her yard. I'm working on the membership directory along with a couple other people, Kim, Mary Ann Gorman, and I want to remind there's like 10 people that don't have a photo. We don't want you to be the little chess piece in the program. Please give us, if you can upload it to your profile, or you can just send us a JPEG if that's easier. And there are 43 people that have no employment listed. All this information comes from your membership profile. So once again, you can update your profile, or you can just email it to one of us and we'll take care of that for you. But I think people like to know who's where, and that would be helpful if you're willing to share that information. So thanks for that. Now it's time for the favorite part of the day, that raffle. And if the winner of the $20, you know, you could buy a ticket to the Harvest Fest, just saying. How much? Okay, $5. 049. Oh, we have a winner. Is that Samantha? Yay. $10 next, since we are going on a build. 174. Oh, Jackie, congratulations. Yes, the next, yes. After we draw the next ticket for the $20, there are 2 tickets to the West Michigan Symphony Friday night for the Aretha Franklin concert. So for $20, 143. Yeah, so because if you can't use them, please let us know. So this is for the tickets to the Aretha Franklin Symphony concert. 106. Oh, here we go. Can you use those? All right. Winner, winner, chicken dinner or concert. Okay, don't forget, not here next week. You know, we have to search the convention center. It says on the lower level. Next week's program will be from the Muskegon County Housing Commission. And if you'll please rise, we'll recite the 4-way test. Of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Have a good week. Go out and create some hope in the world. We are adjourned.